What's going on, everybody? I'm Max Ralph.
Seth Engle.
Here with a Rapid Reacts video. Penn State football picked up a big commitment today from Cornell grad transfer Hunter Nourzad. Interior offensive lineman / tackle. He played tackle at Cornell last year. I kind of think he projects well at guard with Penn State, but nonetheless, a big pickup. Kind of fought over Iowa and Illinois for him. Highly rated coming out of Cornell. How do you like the fit here?
I love the fit. I mean, you talk about, he played tackle at Cornell. I don't see him projecting as a tackle at Penn State because they really don't need a tackle right now. They have a huge hole in their O-line, which is at the guard position, specifically on the right side. So I think he'll be able to come in there. This guy's got a track record. Dating back 2 years, his sophomore year was his first season he played. He was all Ivy League. Then COVID happens. He comes back, hasn't missed a beat. This past season, all Ivy League first team, all American, and he won Ivy League Offensive Lineman of the Year.
Yep.
So it's not much more that you could ask for there. The talent is there. It's really just about, performing against Big Ten defenses.
Yeah.
But where do you think he fits in along with the other Penn State offensive linemen for next year?
Yeah, well, another thing is he's got great hair. He's got a good mullet. So you always love to see the mullet out of your offensive lineman. But no, I agree. I like him slotting into the guard spot here. He's about 6'4", 300. So maybe slightly undersized for tackle in the Big Ten, but really solid for a guard. Like you said, there's a big hole. Penn State's losing both Eric Wilson and Mike Miranda, who split time between guard and center, and I expect Juice Scruggs to move over to center.
Well, yeah.
So
he'll be there full time.
So I think Nourzad's probably going to slot into that left guard spot, with potential to play at right guard, depending on what the staff does with Caden Wallace and Sal Wormley. Caden Wallace didn't have a great year at right tackle last year, and Sal Wormley was hurt. So how do you kind of see things shaking out?
Well, I mean, this is a situation that comes down to spring practice.
Yeah.
This is a battle right here. Sal Wormley, we haven't seen, and that's that. We haven't seen him yet. Franklin said he liked him. Franklin was, planning on starting him before he got injured.
Yep.
Caden Wallace, maybe a little more of a story.
Yeah.
Played tackle last year. We talked to Mike Yursich over in Tampa, and he seems to think that Caden Wallace is still a tackle. No one else really seems to think that. So we'll kind of see what happens there. I think Caden Wallace is better at guard. I think most people would probably agree with me. But we'll kind of have to see how these competitions play out. What the coaching staff really likes. Troutwine's in a good mood right now.
Killing it on the recruiting trail.
Who knows what's going to happen once he can actually, get his hands on some of these guys, especially Nourzad, and the offensive line starts to shake up a little bit. Yeah,
Troutwine's pulled in 5 commitments over 3 classes in the past week and a half, which is a crazy hot streak. But the way I see it, I think Olu Fashanu really showed out in the Outback Bowl, and he's probably going to step into that left tackle spot. I kind of like Landon Tangwall to take over right tackle, and then I think Scruggs is a lock at center. And then I think once you move from there, you're going to see some combination of Nourzad, Wallace, and Wormley at those 2 guard spots.
Right.
It might be flip-flop throughout the season, and like you said, I think it's going to come down to spring practice and training camp to see who wins that battle. But I really like the addition of Nourzad because it's somebody who, even if you're kind of waiting on Wallace to transition into that spot, because he was a highly recruited inside lineman. He wasn't supposed to play tackle. He came in as a guard. But even if you need a couple weeks in the season to let him get caught up, Nourzad can be a guy who can fill that spot for you right away with immediate impact. So I love the pickup.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with the 3 locks there. Last year, they didn't even know who was going to start until literally game day on Wisconsin, as far as we know. They split it 50-50 to start the season. I really do think that by the time the season starts, they're going to have a pretty firm offensive line. We already know who the 3 locks are. At least we can speculate.
Yep.
But I think things should pretty much revolve around those 3 guys. And I think that Nourzad really will fill that gap in the interior. Penn State should benefit from in the future.
Yeah, great pickup. Thanks for watching. Penn State football, Rapid Reacts video, daily collegiate football staff. Follow along with us at collegian.psu.edu and at PSU Footblog on Twitter.